Is your business set up to win or lose in the funding game? Having the wrong business structure could be costing you the money that you need to grow your business. Your business structure determines if a bank deems you to be worthy of a lot of money or a little bit of money, and it also tells the bank if they should give you any money at all. So having the right business structure will make you look more credible to lenders, that is, if they want to extend you credit or not. And the structure also adds to the legitimacy of your business. So let's talk about what that looks like, as well as how you should set up your business to get the maximum amount of funding. First off, what are some of the components of business structure that we need to focus on? There's your business name, your business address, the phone number, your email address, and the NAICS, the NAICS or SIC code that you use to define your business. Now, also within all of that, the entity type that you choose, that is sole proprietor, LLC, corporation, or some of the other variants of these things. So right now, let's really focus on those entity types that I just mentioned. And mind you, with all of this, I'm not a CPA, I'm not an attorney, I'm not an accountant. So please seek out the guidance of any one of those professionals if you want specific help on what you need to do for your specific business. Now, when choosing which entity type you're going to go with, there are a lot of things that go into making that decision. For one, you have different protections that are offered under each one. There is different taxation that you have to pay depending on which one you do. There are different filings that you have to complete on an annual basis depending on which entity type you choose. Not to mention the different laws that might govern each one. And I'm going to say the most common ones for the best mixture of protection, of your personal assets versus the business assets, as well as more favorable taxation. And as far as popularity goes, the LLC is one of the most popular ones to choose. Also, the S Corp is also another popular one that you can choose. Keep in mind that another popular structure is also getting an LLC or filing an LLC and then having that LLC to be taxed as an S Corp solely for tax purposes. Now, just to briefly cover the protection standpoint, if you are a sole proprietor, then basically that means that you are the business. So your name is pretty much what the business's name is. More than likely in that situation, maybe you cut grass, maybe you provide a personal service, maybe you're a mechanic and you just operate in that way. And then you do business under your own personal name. Well, with that, if anyone was to come after you with any type of suit for anything that may have happened within your business, your personal assets are also liable because you are the business. Now, when you go over to something like an LLC, basically what you're getting is some extra protection there because the entity is separate from you, the person. And so if somebody comes after the business for something that was done while conducting business, they would only be able to go after the assets of the business. And of course, there are some situations where you can break the veil and that might not be there. But in general, it offers you a protection that the sole proprietorship does not. And this is for those of you that are just kind of getting started in business. I know some of you might be a little bit more advanced, so just bear with me. Now, banks, lenders, they prefer businesses that look more established. They consider this in regards to the type of funding that you're trying to get and also the type of lender or bank that you go to. And overall, the more you do to make your business look more established, look more legit, the more options that will be available to you in regards to the type of funding that you get, as well as the amount of banks or lenders that you can go to because you've already covered your bases in making sure your business looks more legitimate as possible. So basically, I always say, do all that you can do to make sure that you look more appealing to more lenders versus procrastinating and not really, and kind of being lazy about it in the beginning, thinking you don't need to take the extra steps right now. And then when you actually need something and you can't get something, then you go back and try to do all that. No, do it now so that you're good now and you're covered whenever you are ready and need something. Now, with that being said, I will let you know too, you can get funding as a sole proprietorship. I've seen it happen, even with the type of funding that I help people obtain, getting 0% interest with business credit cards at high limits, all using sole proprietorship. But you also need to remember that you want to have that business, LLC, corporation, whatever established so that there is another business profile for that business funding to be reported to so that you can build up credit on the business side as well. And so that it won't always be under your personal. And also, When you have that business structure established, showing that you're taking things more seriously as a business owner, businesses can feel more comfortable knowing that they have an established business that they are lending money to versus just a regular person. So it makes them more comfortable giving you higher amounts of money because they know that you are more likely to have some of the things in place that business owners have to help their businesses grow and last a lot longer, because it's very easy for businesses to fail within the first few years. I'm just talking, this can be the difference between you maybe only getting $3,000 for your business and getting $20,000 for your business. So when you think about the little money that it costs to go ahead and file your LLC, file your corporation, get a business address for, $15 a month, $10 a month, getting a business email address, getting a website, you have a lot more to gain for that little bit of an upfront cost, and all of this extra money that you get can be used to vastly accelerate scaling your business. Now, for me personally, when I first got started in my business, I did get a Capital One credit card, which was a bad idea when I was first trying to get things set up before I had everything officially done. I got like a $500 credit card. Wasn't able to really get anything else at that moment in time as far as something higher on the limits. But then once I had my LLC established, and I also had a little bit more time in business at that point, had made a little bit of money, I had went to, I will say, the wrong type of lender. It was a more high risk lender. One of the other things that goes into getting higher amounts of funding is, like I said, your business name and the industry that you're in, that NAICS code, that SIC code. I was using the NAICS and SIC code, as well as had a business name which had credit in it, which is something that is high risk. And I had a similarly risky NAICS code. I can't remember what it was that I was using at the time, but those things combined limited the amount of money I was able to get for that loan when I finally did get the loan. And that was only for, I think, about maybe $5,000. So I was eventually able to get more money once I did more of the structure of my business, but still certain things about the structure of my business, the name, the code that I use, affected the amount of money that I got versus what I could have got, especially now knowing what I know now. When I first started in business, that was like 10 years ago. So having the right structure, having the right name, all these things that I'm talking about can significantly change the amount of money that you get, or if you get any money at all for your business. Now, look, you guys need to go ahead and get your business filed. I see a lot of people, especially when I make videos about grants and stuff like that, I see a lot of people that are hesitant and still haven't even went to go file their business name yet. You want to get free money, thousands of dollars, or you want to get approved for money, but you don't want to spend a few $100s just to go and file your business name and make it legit. So that's the first thing that you need to do. If you have not done that yet, don't hesitate, don't wait, go ahead and file your business name. There's a resource down below in the description I'll put where you can go and get your business name filed. They make it real easy. You can do it all online, pay a little bit of money, and get it done quickly. And every state charges a fee for you to file for your business, so there is no getting around that. But you don't have to pay somebody to do it for you. You can get that done for free. Now, if you have filed as a sole proprietor, all you really have to do is look at your state's website, or you can still visit a site like the one I just mentioned, which Taylor Brands is the one that I'm talking about that's down in the description. But if you already have it filed, then all you need to do is search your state's website or an amendment to your business entity, something like that. It's going to be worded differently in each state sometimes, but you're going to be amending your entity type, and then you would, fill out that form, send it in. If you don't do it electronically through one of the sites that are out there, and they will get that changed over from a sole proprietor to LLC, from an LLC to a corporation, whatever it is that you need. This is also how you would change your business name, your business address, or anything like that that you need to change in the structure of your business that you have already filed. And again, these small changes can lead to you getting $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, maybe even $50,000 more than what you would have gotten had you not had things set up properly in your business. Now, once your business is properly structured, the next step is knowing what is the right sequence to follow in actually getting the money that you need, what banks to go to, what order to go to them in. All of these things deal with your funding sequence. So if you want to know some of the biggest mistakes that business owners make in their funding sequence when they go try to get money, go to this video right here. Or if you want to see the fastest, easiest, and cheapest way to file your LLC and get your EIN, go to this video. And I'll see you in the next one.